Greetings and welcome to GettingToTheRoots.com. Presenting reparation rights, how to prove your lineage. In this video, we will uncover the secrets of your past and claim what's rightfully yours. Now, discover how to navigate the complex world of reparation rights with our groundbreaking video. From tracing your roots back to ancestors who were enslaved to mastering the art of legal claims for historical justice, we've got you covered. Don't miss out on the opportunity to empower your claim with expert insights and potentially transform your future. Stay with me until the end for a special gift. Let's dive in. What is the definition of reparations? Reparations essentially mean compensations for historical injustices. They aim to acknowledge, address, and amend the damages inflicted on individuals or communities. How have reparation rights evolved? Reparation rights have evolved significantly over time, transitioning from initial concepts focused primarily on direct compensation for historical injustices, such as slavery and colonialism, to encompassing a broader range of compensatory measures. This evolution reflects a deeper understanding of the lasting effects historical wrongs have on descendants and entire communities, leading to reparations now including educational opportunities, healthcare access, and economic support, alongside traditional financial compensation. This broader perspective acknowledges that the repercussions of injustices like slavery, colonization, and systemic discrimination are far-reaching, impacting the social, economic, and health status of affected populations across generations. If you find value in this video, please show your support by liking it, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. This aids in improving our visibility through YouTube's algorithm. Now, let's get back to our video. In expanding the scope of reparations, various forms have been introduced to address these multifaceted impacts more comprehensively. Financial compensation is often seen as a direct way to address past harms, providing monetary payments to descendants or communities as a form of acknowledgement and redress. Land redistribution aims to correct historical land theft and dispossession, offering a means for economic empowerment and the restoration of community autonomy. Educational scholarships are provided to improve access to education for descendants of those wronged, recognizing that educational disparities have long-lasting effects on communities. Public apologies serve as a formal acknowledgement of injustices committed by perpetrators or their successors, an essential step toward healing and reconciliation. Policy reforms seek to address and rectify the systemic and institutionalized injustices that have perpetuated inequality and discrimination. Each of these reparative measures addresses different aspects of the injustices suffered by ancestors, recognizing that the path to healing and equity involves more than just financial compensation. They collectively aim to create a foundation for sustained recovery, empowerment, and fairness, ensuring that future generations can overcome the shadows of past wrongs. Understanding that addressing the legacy of injustices necessitates more than monetary settlements. It necessitates systemic changes and initiatives that foster long-term healing, equality, and empowerment for affected communities, is what has sparked the shift toward more comprehensive forms of reparation. This progression in the approach to reparation rights underscores a deeper engagement with the principles of justice and equity, aiming to rectify past harms in a manner that acknowledges their complex and enduring effects on present generations. The quest for reparation rights is deeply anchored in both legal and moral foundations. Legally, the concept draws strength from international human rights laws, which collectively enshrine the right to a remedy for victims of gross human rights violations. These laws include the Rome Statute, enacted in 1998, establishing the International Criminal Court and defining slavery as a crime against humanity. However, it cannot be applied retroactively to historical events like the transatlantic slave trade. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights, UDHR, adopted in 1948. As a cornerstone document, the UDHR establishes the fundamental human rights to be universally protected. It sets forth the principle that individuals have the right to seek legal remedy for rights violations, laying the groundwork for reparations claims. The International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, ICCPR, and the International Covenant on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights, ICESCR, both adopted in 1966. These covenants expand on the rights outlined in the UDHR, obligating states to respect, protect, and fulfill human rights. They imply the need for reparations by ensuring the right to an effective remedy for rights violations. The Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide, adopted in 1948. This convention focuses on preventing and punishing acts of genocide, a grave violation of human rights. It underscores the importance of reparations as part of the accountability and redress for victims. The Convention Against Torture and Other Cruel, Inhumane, or Degrading Treatment or Punishment, adopted in 1984. This convention explicitly requires states to ensure victims of torture receive redress and have an enforceable right to compensation and as full rehabilitation as possible, directly supporting the reparations framework. Morally, the quest for reparations is deeply rooted in the principle of justice. This moral underpinning acknowledges the profound injustices of slavery, colonialism, and other historical atrocities and their lasting impacts on descendants and communities. The acknowledgement of these wrongs and the commitment to redress them are central to the moral justification for reparations. This dual grounding in international legal instruments and moral principles significantly bolsters the legitimacy of the reparations movement. It provides a robust framework for descendants and communities affected by historical injustices to advocate for their rights to reparations, ensuring that the legacy of these injustices is acknowledged and addressed in a manner that seeks to heal and restore. Can you provide global examples of reparations efforts? Global reparations efforts reflect a multifaceted approach to addressing and acknowledging historical injustices across the world. In Europe, Germany stands out for its comprehensive reparations program for Holocaust survivors, illustrating a profound commitment to rectifying the horrors of World War II. With billions paid out in compensation, the United States offers examples of attempts to redress past wrongs, such as the Civil Liberties Act of 1988, which granted reparations to Japanese Americans interned during World War II, acknowledging the injustice of their treatment. Unfulfilled Promise, 40 Acres and a Mule. The 40 Acres and a Mule offer a potential path to economic independence for newly freed Black Americans remained just that, a promise. Despite General Sherman's 1865 order, President Johnson's swift reversal shattered hope, leaving a lasting legacy of inequality. Native Americans have endured a history of broken treaties and unfulfilled promises, which prompted attempts at compensation and land settlements. Even though they have received some forms of reparations, many indigenous people believe that these efforts have not adequately remedied the extensive injustices and displacement they have suffered. In the Caribbean, Latin America, and parts of Central and South America, the legacy of colonialism and the slave trade continues to prompt calls for reparations. The Caribbean community, CIARICOM, has been vocal in seeking reparations from European nations for slavery and its lasting impacts. advocating for a comprehensive approach that includes apologies, debt relief, and developmental assistance to address the socioeconomic disparities rooted in colonial histories. In South Africa, the post-apartheid era's Truth and Reconciliation Commission represents a significant reparations effort, aiming to heal the nation by uncovering truths and facilitating reparations for victims of apartheid-era human rights violations. This model has inspired similar initiatives in other countries, including Latin American nations like Guatemala, which have implemented reparations programs for victims of Civil War atrocities, providing financial compensation, educational benefits, and efforts to recover historical memory. These examples, among others, demonstrate the potential of reparations to foster reconciliation and healing. They also offer valuable lessons for current reparation rights movements, highlighting the importance of persistence, legal strategy, and public advocacy. Through understanding the definition, legal and moral grounds, and global examples of reparations, we gain insight into the complexity and potential of reparation rights. This knowledge not only empowers descendants of the enslaved, but also enriches the broader discourse on justice and equity. As we move forward, it's essential to keep in mind the significance of reparation rights in shaping a more just world. Why is ancestry important in reparation rights claims? Genealogical evidence acts as the cornerstone in the pursuit of reparation rights. This evidence provides a crucial link between present-day individuals and their ancestors who suffered injustices. By meticulously tracing family lineages, descendants can establish their eligibility for reparations. Challenges and considerations in tracing ancestry. Tracing ancestry, especially for descendants of enslaved individuals, involves navigating a maze of challenges and considerations. Historical records that are lacking, inaccessible, or lost frequently make the journey more difficult. These documents are crucial for constructing a family tree, but can be incredibly hard to find, leaving significant gaps in a person's genealogy. Another layer of difficulty arises from the legacy of slavery, which has frequently erased or obscured familial links. Names were changed or recorded incorrectly, ages were often guessed or deliberately altered, and handwriting in old documents can be difficult to decipher. These inconsistencies add to the complexity of establishing a clear lineage. Descendants seeking to trace their ancestry must approach the task with resilience and innovation. Starting ancestral research for reparation rights. Where to begin? Embarking on ancestral research begins with understanding the specific information required for reparation rights claims. Identifying the names, birthplaces, and dates of ancestors is essential. This initial step involves compiling any known family history and identifying gaps in knowledge that need filling. Creating a detailed plan to gather the missing information is crucial. This plan should prioritize obtaining documents directly linking you to your ancestors, such as property records, wills, and historical census reports. Recognizing the type of evidence needed streamlines the research process and significantly enhances the credibility of reparation rights claims. I urge you to explore my video series, Unlocking Your Past, Journey to Trace Your Ancestors, and to visit gettingtotheroots.com for in-depth guidance on tracing your ancestors. We provide advanced techniques and resources to help you locate your ancestors beyond the 1870 census, offering a comprehensive approach to uncovering your lineage. Check the show notes for the links. Resources for beginning your search? When embarking on the journey to trace your ancestry, a wide range of resources stand ready to assist. National and local archives open the doors to an extensive collection of historical documents, offering a glimpse into the past. In the digital age, online databases and genealogical websites have revolutionized the way we explore our family histories, making it possible to conduct research from the comfort of our homes. Websites like FamilySearch.org provide 100% free access to vast records, making them an invaluable tool for genealogists at all levels. Moreover, platforms such as Ancestry.com and MyHeritage offer both free and premium services, catering to a variety of research needs. These sites combine billions of records with advanced search tools, helping users piece together their lineage with greater ease and accuracy. Libraries and historical societies are treasure troves of unique collections, often housing rare documents that can shed light on the lives of your ancestors. They serve as vital links to the past, offering resources and expertise to guide your search. Social media and online forums add another dimension to genealogical research, providing spaces to connect with distant relatives and exchange information. These communities can be particularly valuable in overcoming dead ends, offering new leads, and sharing strategies. By leveraging these resources effectively, you can uncover crucial links in your family tree. Thereby, you strengthen your claim to reparation rights. Working with genealogists and historians. For those who encounter obstacles in their research or seek to deepen their ancestral understanding, working with professional genealogists and historians can be highly beneficial. These experts can navigate complex historical records, interpret findings, and uncover connections that might otherwise remain hidden. They bring a wealth of experience in solving genealogical puzzles, especially in cases where records are scarce or difficult to interpret. Engaging with professionals can streamline the research process, making it both efficient and rewarding. This collaboration lays a solid foundation for reparation rights claims, anchored in a thoroughly documented ancestral lineage. Key documents and records for reparation rights. These documents serve as official evidence of an individual's existence and familial relationships. Birth certificates can verify ancestry, while marriage certificates establish connections between different family branches. Death certificates, on the other hand, can provide important details about an individual's life and death, often leading to further genealogical evidence. Collecting these records is a crucial first step in documenting your heritage for reparation rights. Census records and slave schedules. Beginning your genealogical research with the 1950 census is a strategic first step in tracing your ancestors back to the 1870s. These records are crucial. They offer snapshots of family compositions, residences, occupations, and more across decades. For those tracing lineage back to enslaved ancestors, the 1850 and 1860 U.S. Federal Census slave schedules are vital resources. These documents list enslaved individuals by age and sex, without names. These records can sometimes link the enslaved to the enslaver or a specific location, which is essential for reparation rights claims. Navigating these records requires patience and persistence, but can yield significant insights into one's lineage. Wills, property deeds, and manumission records. Wills may reveal relationships and familial hierarchies, while property deeds can establish long-term residence and ownership, reflecting the family's historical presence in a region. Manumission records, which document the freeing of enslaved individuals, are particularly poignant, providing names and sometimes family connections. These documents collectively offer a tangible link to the past, solidifying claims for reparations. Using DNA testing to supplement documentary evidence? When documentary evidence is scarce or incomplete, DNA testing emerges as a powerful tool for establishing ancestry. It can reveal genetic connections to specific regions or populations, offering clues to an individual's heritage. Furthermore, DNA testing can connect descendants with living relatives, expanding the family tree and potentially uncovering new avenues for documentary research. Overcoming research challenges in reparation rights. Researching ancestry for reparation rights claims often encounters hurdles such as missing records and name changes. These obstacles can make tracing lineages seem daunting. However, strategies exist to navigate these issues effectively. For missing records, look for alternative sources that may provide the needed information, such as church records, newspaper archives, or court documents. To effectively tackle the issue of name changes, which are common among ancestors who were enslaved. As a result, it ensures smoother tracing of lineage, effectively overcoming the challenges presented by these changes. Consequently, persistence and creativity become keys to navigating these common obstacles. Strategies for researching in regions with poor documentation. In areas where historical documentation is scarce or poorly maintained, traditional genealogical research methods may fall short. In such cases, broaden your search to include non-traditional sources. Explore land use documents and military archives to uncover family ties and service histories. Additionally, delve into local religious institutions' archives for baptismal or marriage records. Finally, consider school records, which might provide unexpected insights. Engaging with local historical societies or genealogical groups can also provide insights and access to resources that are not widely known or available. These strategies require patience and may involve piecing together fragments of information to build a coherent ancestry narrative for reparation rights. Utilizing community knowledge and oral histories. Community knowledge and oral histories are invaluable resources, especially in cultures with strong oral traditions or where historical records have been lost or destroyed. These narratives can fill gaps left by official documents, providing personal details and contexts that enrich your family's story. Engaging with elders in your family and community can significantly enhance your research efforts, uncovering stories and connections not found in any archive. These personal narratives often contain invaluable insights into your family past, revealing relationships, events, and details that official records may not capture. Elders can provide first-hand accounts, clarify familial connections, and offer interpretations of historical events that enrich your understanding of your ancestry. Furthermore, conversations with elders can help validate information found in documents, bridge gaps in official records, or correct inaccuracies. They might recall names, dates, and locations with a level of detail that can lead to new discoveries or help solve long-standing mysteries in your family tree. Organizing your reparation rights case and research. Successfully building a case for reparation rights starts with careful organization of your research findings. Then, meticulously preserve these documents to ensure a strong foundation for your claim. Start by creating a comprehensive and systematic filing system, whether digital or physical, to store all collected documents, records, and notes. This system should allow for easy access and retrieval of information. Digitizing documents and using cloud storage can offer additional security and prevent the loss of data. Regularly updating and backing up your research ensures that no part of your ancestral history is forgotten or misplaced, laying a strong foundation for your reparation rights claim. Legal considerations and finding legal assistance. Understanding the legal framework surrounding reparation rights is crucial. This involves familiarizing yourself with the specific laws, policies, and precedents relevant to reparations in your region or country. Since navigating legal complexities can be daunting, seeking legal assistance becomes imperative. Look for attorneys or legal clinics specializing in reparations or human rights law. Many legal professionals are increasingly dedicating their practice to assisting with reparation rights claims, recognizing the importance of these cases. Their expertise can guide you through the legal process, ensuring your claim is robust and compliant with all legal requirements. Preparing your reparations claim, documentation, and narrative. The final step in building your case for reparation rights involves preparing your claim, which includes compiling documentation and crafting a compelling narrative. Your claim should succinctly summarize the evidence of your ancestry, the historical injustices faced, and the legal basis for reparations. It is important to present your findings clearly and persuasively, highlighting the connection between past injustices and present-day impacts. Including a personal narrative can also be powerful, as it puts a human face on the historical data and legal arguments. This blend of emotional resonance and factual precision makes your reparation rights claim more compelling to decision-makers. Joining forces with others, the role of community and organizations. The journey towards reparation rights is not solely an individual endeavor. It gains strength and momentum through collective action. Joining forces with others who are on similar paths can amplify your voice and impact. Engaging with community groups, reparations advocacy organizations, and online forums can provide support, resources, and a platform for collective action. These groups often organize events, workshops, and meetings that can educate and empower individuals in their quest for reparations. Collaboration not only strengthens individual claims, but also fosters a sense of solidarity and shared purpose among those seeking justice. Advocacy strategies for reparations legislation. Advocating for reparations legislation requires a multifaceted approach. It involves educating lawmakers and the public about the historical and moral grounds for reparations, lobbying for policy changes, and participating in public demonstrations and awareness campaigns. Writing op-eds, engaging with media, and using social media platforms can also raise awareness and support for the cause. Effective advocacy emphasizes the collective responsibility to address historical injustices and the positive societal impact of reparations. Advocates play a crucial role in shaping the future of reparation rights by pushing for legal and policy changes. The future of the reparations movement, opportunities and challenges. The reparation rights movement stands at a critical juncture with growing awareness and support, yet facing significant challenges. The opportunities lie in the increasing willingness of institutions, governments, and organizations to engage with the concept of reparations. Innovative approaches to reparations, such as community development programs, educational scholarships, and public acknowledgments of historical injustices, are being explored. Challenges such as political resistance, differing opinions on the form reparations should take, and the logistical complexities of implementing reparations programs persist. The movement's success will depend on its ability to navigate these challenges, adapt to changing circumstances, and maintain momentum through continuous advocacy and collective action. And that's a wrap for our exploration of reparations rights. Proving your lineage? Navigating the intricate journey of tracing our lineage and claiming reparations rights is a path filled with discovery, challenges, and profound connections to our heritage. It's not just about fulfilling legal requirements. It's a deeply personal quest to connect with our ancestors and reclaim a part of our history that has long been overlooked. Special gift I promised for hanging with me till the end. A free Essential Ancestry Checklist is a curated guide crafted to assist you in piecing together your family's historical puzzle, ensuring you have all the necessary documentation to prove your descent from enslaved ancestors. Don't forget to check out the show notes for links to these resources and more. If you found value in this video, please consider liking, sharing, and commenting. Your engagement helps spread the word and supports others in our community on their journey towards reparation and rediscovery. And if you haven't already, Subscribing to the channel will keep you updated on the latest tips, stories, and guidance in our collective quest for justice and historical recognition. Thank you so much for watching. Peace and love.